Good morning, good day, wherever you are in the universe. I send a big hello to you. I'm sending you heap loads of light and love. Thank you for joining me. Oh, been working on that little painting a little bit. Might as well talk about my art for the first minute on the show because it is an art channel. So a couple of things, housekeeping for me. I'm still dragging my ASS about getting some different platforms together, kind of writing out a little bit of this. So I heard Rumble's going to get ripped out soon. And hello, guys. I'm about an hour early today, too, because I'm going to go for another walk. But I want to tell you what I noticed from yesterday between last show and this show. So I did watch the talk at the ALAMO yesterday. And if nobody saw the significance of where the mile mark was, it was 450. Firstly, take off the 0, and we all have our favorite number of Prez. And then the other thing, if you've researched the actual, which I did last night a little bit, I knew a bit about it, but the symbol of it means freedom for Spanish people. Second thing, that lasted 13 days. Okay, very important. Some of the things that he mentioned in his speech yesterday, without question, he must have said this word, like, I don't know, I lost count. The other word that he said, I brought some little pieces of paper so everybody could see them, is, if you haven't read it, it's actually easier to read, and then go pick out all the words. He said that 3 times. Okay, at least. And what I believe that has to do with, for all of us super wide awake people, okay, they're actually talking about that. Gravy? No, he didn't say gravy. Did he say gravy? I don't know. But I noticed how he said one word, and he put an A on the end of the word instead of, so I'll have to listen to it again and go back. Yeah, they'll get what they wish for. I love that part too. The other thing he said 3 times in a row was that. Said it. Boom. Okay. So, and that I'm just guessing has to maybe do with something like maybe that. This is just a guess. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's all I saw. And I had dreams about riding. I think I mentioned this a month ago or something. I had a dream that I was riding in a car. It was like a station wagon from the 70s, like one of those ones where the seat points at the back. But I was in the back seat, but I could tell JFK Jr. was driving this car. And we're going through this like winding road, and then all of a sudden it turned into a big surf wave, like where we're barreling in a car on what do they call it when they go down the side of the wave, anyways. And the water was coming in the car, and I felt like it was surrounding us, but it wasn't scary. I wasn't afraid or anything. I just realized that, hey, I can breathe underwater. So I think what we're gonna see, this is what I'm guessing is gonna happen. Okay, so when he said this too, and he said it 3 times, I think we're gonna see 3 waves of that right now. Between now and, I'll say, a few things are gonna happen. So, and the other thing I wanted to talk about, which just happened, and people might get freaked out about it, and I don't want you to, because this is intuitively what I saw. Yeah, he said waves, and what I mean by that, he said it in a way that I perceived that we're going to have to go through 3 things where we're experiencing something that we might like, kind of how we had like the first lockdown and then the second, and now, you know what I mean? So I looked at them as steps of awakening, okay, this whole time. But I think now what we're in is the second lockdown or second phase of it. But there's going to be a lot more information where we're going to have to buckle down as light workers and get through the darkness. That's what I think. There's going to be three big major things that might be happening in the next couple months. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, go back to this, is the reason for this. This is my intuition telling me the reason why he made this executive order is because I think it will put in place safeguards for people who think that these are going to overrun the entire world. Okay. So it's more like an acknowledgement as part of the, it's not a secret anymore, but, sorry about the writing. I never know what I'll keep these for next. So he's basically telling us there's information tying these together. So, okay. Does that make sense? So that's what I think is happening with yesterday's talk. So if you go back to the 2-year delta or 3-year delta, sorry, I'm still stuck in 2020, of January 13th, 2018, and go look at those messages that were relayed through the 16th plus one letter posts, and then you'll see what is going on. I think this is a pivotal day for a lot of people, and up until the 20th, it's going to be a big, big, big. So a lot of people are going, yes, I agree with you, Sabrina. What she's saying here is it's also part of the future timeline, and it's good. So, but I think it's going to calm people into letting them know how much will be taken over. Like, does that make sense? Say, for example, if anybody's watched the Venus Project, I'll use this as an example. In the future, we won't be relying on manual labor to do things. So 3D printing, they can create a hempcrete house in like 2 days or less, like from start to finish, by using kind of a 3D printer and healthy organic stuff. And I think that's the way we're going to, where humankind is using machines to do the building and helping humanity cure, like i.e. med beds. And yes, to answer many people's questions, I really do think that these crystalline pods that are coming to us, I believe in a year or two, within the year, I'm really hoping. But what it's going to do is anybody with things like addictions and bad health and like myself, I have autoimmune disease, things like that. That's all going to be taken care of and cured. There won't be big farm. There's no need for that. So I think this is all part of what we're seeing there. And we're doing that so we can let humanity do the meditations and the prayers and the healing in our consciousness to co-create a better world. So that's how powerful humans are, is that we're only using 4 to 5% of our capacity in our DNA right now. And they say the rest is junk. That's not true. They put junk on it. So when that junk gets cleaned off, then we are literally popping into the highest part of the tree of life, and we're co-creating everything through love. That's our new frequency, is love and light, period. So that's what's going to be. And all the rest of it will fall off. Anything that doesn't hold a value of love and light and encouragement and healing for humanity, because there's going to be a lot of healing. We're starting probably a 3-year to 4-year process of healing every single human on this planet plus Mother Earth. Okay, so we've got to put that into our dynamics right now. And it's through co-creating, through meditation, and knowing that we're coming to a world where we have Honestly, even I cannot grasp what I see in my mind. I can't grasp how beautiful it is and how it's not of anything that we've ever known before. It's literally from the stars and amazing. So, what does Sandra saying? I can't wait for all of that. I think it's just going to be out of control, and so there may be some unrest. So we're going to hit some times where it's going to be like this. Even the workers, like every single one of my friends is having a challenge in their life of some description. Okay, they're feeling Mother Earth birth a new Mother Earth. That's what we're experiencing right now. So a lot of women are experiencing pseudo labor pains, um, connection to source at a higher self, vomiting, um, feeling like your whole kundalini area, your sacral area is just tied in knots, your lower back. All of that is about shedding this old energy and these old paradigms from our past lives and from this life. Okay. So it's the vibrations. Just feel like it's like our meat suit that we have right now, this biological entity that is holding over our pineal gland is getting like going through a mission, if you will. And what we're experiencing is the cleansing of it. So every time we connect higher to source and have more resonance and frequency, and we're in a higher space of light and love, and we're tapping into our consciousness, it gets that rattled off further. It's like going through a sifting machine, if you will. So, and the highest of frequencies are what's staying. All the lower vibrations are what we're feeling like. So imagine a guy going out into space and their face is rattling around. That's kind of what's going on. Yeah, nausea. Seriously. So we're experiencing that because we have that shift in consciousness. That's pretty much what the way um, I'm dealing with it. And the frequencies that we're experiencing in the last few days, especially, human has been off the charts. There's tons of ear ringing, tons of people that feel like energized. I gotta tell you, I thought my white fish last night was gonna croak. It was sitting there at like the bottom, like I was talking to my friend and a lot of pets right now, a lot of pets are passing away or about to pass away if they're at their end of their shelf life. And so that's their experience through ascension too. So that's because we're all frequency and sound. And the frequencies that we've been basically, you have to think rainbows, invisible rainbows are being given to us as gifts every day while we're sleeping, and we're getting more dreams and more information, and all of this is coming to us. So all of the ugly stuff that we don't like, it's like a detoxification. There has to be room for the light. So people need to do a lot of inner work right now to get through their triggers and darkness and sadness of this biological entity and what the cellular trauma has remembered from this life. So if you have scars on your back from getting a spanking so bad, say when you're 11 years old or 8 years old, that is what's trying to release itself. Okay. So, and it is my understanding or understanding that when we do accept the gifts of what has been given to us fully, because I got to be honest with you, at some points, I have to, I don't tell everybody what I see and what I feel. I just try and share into the experience of how we're going through. And so, what I think is going to happen in these waves is the highest rates in Canada of crime would probably be underlying underground crime would probably be in Vancouver, Toronto, and Montreal, and Ottawa. Don't forget about that because it's the capital of crime. It's the legislature office. So all four of those major cities and ours here in Calgary with being heavy, uh, deep underground stuff. These places right now, what it looks like on the surface Calgary looks like no other different time of year. Literally, no other different time of year except for there's about 25% of the people walking around with a mask on, and everybody's wearing one in the store. That's the only difference that I see, besides the lesser amount of police calls. Everybody's pretty much in their houses, and it's windy, it's cold, it's whatever. They're working. It's changed that way, which is good. But it's pretty much why it's happening. It's more weather than it has to do with anything, and probably the same in Edmonton. But the reason why Quebec is on so hardcore and they're giving out so many tickets is they don't want you out on the streets. Right now, people like that's why I stopped going to these walk for freedom rallies. I mean, the Freedom Walk is because the energy shift before Christmas, I felt like my purpose had done the job, and I did the reporting that I needed to do to focus on where that information needed to be. And now what we're going through here is this the completely different way of looking at. Oh, I've dropped all of those old negative paradigms of feeling like I have to fight. I don't want to fight right now. I'm picking my battles. So we're going into warrior Mother Earth mode, where I believe we are getting ready physically ready by being like given all of these vibrations and all of this download and all of these information, so we can be physically ready to do the hair holding back of all our brethren that do wake up. That's kind of what's happening in my yeah. And yeah, I've changed my diet a lot, quite a bit, and I noticed a shift in my frequencies as well. So your diet really does make a difference. People are like, well, I still like eating meat, and I'm telling you, the more I've used that TRS spray, I'm going to give you the website. So if you've not watched me before and you don't know what I'm talking about, this spray is Zeolite, and it is I call it the pineal punch. And what it does is you spray it. Oh, I forgot to do it this morning. I almost have to get another bottle. It lasts about a month. And what it is you spray it in, doesn't taste like anything. And it decalcifies your pineal gland. So I've been doing this like, yeah, a month, and my dreams have increased. My energy has increased when I had the Schumann's not jerking around, but I feel more awake and more conscious, if that makes any sense. And I'm able to my I don't know, I just feel cleaner. My face feels better. I don't know, I just feel like I've been going through a big huge detox. So it also is good for getting rid of heavy metals and any vaccine damage. It's been shown to help with that. If you've been on pharmaceuticals for a long time, this is a good way to get rid of them as well. So the website is https dot dot, or semicolon / Gaia Gold Detox. So it's GAIA Gold Detox dot MYCOSEVA.com. So it's Gaia Gold Detox, all one word, dot MYCOSEVA.com. So if you want to order it, it's I don't know how much it is per whatever, but I think they give discounts if you buy more than one. I'm not sure how that works. So forgive me if I'm wrong, but it's Cat and Catch's company that they're selling these through. So Pure Body, okay. Pure Body, yes. Schumann was bad. Monday, yes. Vertigo, so bad. Yes, it's is Zeolite safe? I've got Our Body. I haven't used it yet. Yes, okay. So if you're doing this way, I do 5 sprays in the morning for myself because I know I had mercury fillings and stuff. So I did that cold detox. I think I got them out. When did I get those out? I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. I think December, around December 11th. So I've been using the spray for a month. So you're supposed to do, if you're starting out and you're just an average person, 3 in the morning and 2 at night. But I do 5 in the morning and 3 at night. So, and then if I forget the 3 at night, I don't feel so bad. But what it is, zeolite, it's just minerals and stuff from the ocean. And you can get it at a gardening supply store. Amelia bought some and get a coffee grinder and you just grind it up there. And I even have put that in my bath. So if you put it in about a tablespoon in your bathtub, it's like a clay mixture. And it's like you're just laying in some really good stuff. So you can put zeolite and salt, Epsom salts, and whatever you want. And then your crystals, don't make sure your crystals don't go down the drain. But yeah, put that in your bath when you're having a detox bath. I do it all the time. So, yes, mercury feeling, but on vegan diet, yeah, that helps. You should try, Mylene, you should buy the TRS if you have mercury fillings. Anybody who's got amalgam, I think that's what they call them in the UK, or mercury fillings, those are like radio antennas. As soon as I got them out, my hearing is so much better. And my sinuses, like, so much better. I can't even explain how different it is. It's incredibly different. So it makes and the TRS cleaning it out is just super fabulous. So try and get some of that. Oh, cool. So I've heard people that have done this TRS spray. Some, like, this is what Kat said on, I think, episode 1. You can go back and watch it, of Real Raven Radio last Monday. She said that it's even reversed some of the autistic qualities, some of the things that autistic children have. And I can see that because I think it's changed a few things within me. I haven't had a lot of vaccinations, but I have had 2 tetanus shots. And I did have mumps when I was a kid. I had measles when I was a kid, and I had chicken pox when I was a kid. I'm still alive. All right. I've had many flus. And yeah, it wasn't until I was 19, like, so in 1990, I think it was 20 years old, 21 years old, I got diagnosed with lupus when I was pregnant with my second son. Ironically, they found out I was allergic to Demerol, which they gave me with my first son, and I had a seizure and all of this crap. So a lot of the anti or autoimmune diseases that we have right now are from getting that happen, like having a needle of some description, drug reaction, or what have you. And one of the case in points I'll use is I knew a person in Manitoba who was an EMT and was forced to get the flu vaccine while I was actually a healthcare aide. And they were saying, oh, you have to get the flu vaccine. I'm like, absolutely not. No, that'll kill me. It will kill me, literally kill me. And so this EMT person went and got the flu vaccine and didn't know what happened. Like, what happened. They ended up almost dying, this female, because it sparked encephalitis. And then they diagnosed her with lupus. So was the lupus there before, or was it because of? So she almost died, like almost died, because of being forced to do that for the job. So there's a lot of people who have, there's a lot of nurses who have things like MS and lupus and whatever. Why should they be conditioned to do that? So I've been sticking up for my own human rights of not getting that shit put in my body for a long time. And once you say that shit'll kill me, because then they back off. So they respect that right. So yes, migraines are linked. Drink lots of water. Migraines are common right now, and I had a lot of migraines when I had my fillings. I haven't had one since. So I don't know if it's part and parcel, or if it's the TRS is cleaning out all of the shit that was in my body. And I also do take colloidal silver as well. And if you didn't hear me before, if you have gut issues, like, I only have 2/3 of my large intestine, because I had 1/3 of it removed from cancer in 2003. So there's my whole last 20 years have been annoying with, actually, I just hit my 17-year anniversary. We just, where I have similar issues to people with Crohn's disease or, IBS and all of that. Once I started taking Gaia Gold, it's just hemp hydrosol. Oh my goodness, it's so much better. And you can get that off GaiaGold.ca. And it's a big bottle like this if you live in Canada. So yes, yes. And breast implants. So yes, breast implants, that TRS is good for that shit too. So thank you for bringing that up. So a lot of nurses are out there and they're just working in the poorest of health because they're light workers. And I do believe that when you're a heavy duty light worker and you don't know how to deal with, like years ago, I didn't know how to deal with these energies that would come flying at me. And so I think we wear them like a shit suit. We wear emotions like a shit suit. And the more you get rid of those suits that are covering you up, it's like, woohoo, I'm free. And, you just go through a transformation. So that's what a lot of women are experiencing right now. I don't know if the dudes are as well. So it's really just negative emotions. So, Claudio Silver, yes, less dairy too. Please stop. I know. I love cheese, man. I love cheese. I think my favorite cheese right now is smoked Gouda on a flatbread with, yeah, I love it. I love it. And I shouldn't be eating. Oh, but I do anyways. I do. I love cheese. Yes, can't get out of a funk. I know. Go try get some walks in. That kind of helps. I know when I get in a funk, I go out. Oh, I love goat cheese too, Aslan. Oh my, I love cheese. I just love it. I went to Amsterdam because of cheese, not because of the weed, because of cheese. They make cheese there. Done. I'm gone. I was like, I love cheese. So actually it's for both. Um, putting fingers at the back of the head. Yes, right here. That's right. You can get rid of your migraines. Or actually, if you go lay in the tub, a hot bath, and you put your if you push your fingers like right here, right at the base of your skull where your hairline meets, that is probably one of the best places to just push your thumbs in and get rid of a headache. It hurts at first, but it lets go of a lot of tension. So I can't work out why I'm getting these migraines. Just yeah, keep at it. And maybe migraines are telling you to rest, What's wrong with resting? Don't feel like you got to be doing something all the time. This is the paradigm we're shifting out of, you guys. Like if I'm not on video, like I was going to get on and finish doing some painting of this picture. I was supposed to hold it up close the other day and I did. So, there. This is, I put some purples in it. I'm still working on it. And here's the bottom part. Yeah, this is my energy tree. So, but we need to do that self-care and take care of ourselves like our best friends would taking care of. I didn't see that about POMPEO. Yeah, thank you. Bad with self-care. Yes, you need to take care of yourself. How are you going to take care of anybody else if your cup is empty? What's that now? Let's see. Let's do a card reading. I bet you we get a fun card that says something exactly like that. How did the 16-hour fast work? I don't do 16-hour fast. Well, I kind of do every day anyways. Yes, we have a lot of work coming up. That's exactly. Thank you, Kiwi Boy. Please like and share. If anyone getting concerned, yeah, I feel like it's all coming out. Chris, don't worry. You got to think about what timeline we're living in. I'm living in the train timeline. The storm timeline where they can't stop what's coming. So let's do a card reading because I think that's going to put everybody into perspective. This is how egotistical I am. I don't think I've combed my hair for a few days. Or yeah, you're welcome. Ooh, got some lovely hairdo going on. So, ooh, this card here, right here. This is the one we need. Think perhaps, but I don't know if that's activated or if they fixed it in some parts there, Mylene. So yes, I watched that Monkey Works person. I haven't watched a lot of it. Actually, I haven't watched a lot of people. So acrylic pouring. Oh, there's another one we need to. So there's 2 cards that popped out today instead of our usual one. So anybody stocked up on cheese yesterday, Kevin? Right on. Are you gonna make some cheese balls? Some salty cheese balls. I just had to say that for you, Kevin. You're welcome. Things are definitely going through a change. So I haven't looked at the cards. Any guesses today? Any guesses? Any guesses? Any guesses? No, 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 no. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, so exciting. Okay. Now, now, the next card. I'm not going to tell you. Oh, you guys are just going to love this one today. I just know it. No, Sabrina, but you're close. So here we go. Oops. Ooh, I got some crazies going on. Okay. So the first card that popped out is the eagle. Woo! We all know what that means. Spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Communication. Can you do a meditation and intro do how to calm the fuck down? Yes, I will. I will do that. So communication is about 41, is card number 41. So I think we've gotten these 2 cards together before, but I can't be certain. So when the eagle appears, it's a true signal of your connection to the angelic realm. With the angel's help and guidance, you can soar above life to see the larger vista. The eagle helps you make your choices accordingly with integrity. When you pray to your angels, they will always answer, for they will patiently wait for you to call upon them for assistance. The angels reside beside you, always hoping to aid mankind in finding peace and manifesting abundance and prosperity. The eagle also asks you to remember to soar high above life and look at the big picture. Don't get too caught up in the tiny, unimportant aspects of life. The spiritual world is the real one. Your physical life is the dream. We're all watching a movie, you guys. When the eagle appears, it's also a signal for prayer. It's time for a moment of conscious contact with the divine. Remember that you're always protected and divinely directed if you follow the guidance of spirit as it appears in the form of an eagle. There's one for you too. 17, deep, slow breaths. You're right, Carolyn. So here we go with the communication. Are you clear and straightforward when you communicate with others? Do you have difficulty asking for what you need? This marker reminds you of many things related to how you speak to the world and how it speaks to you. It asks you to be clear and seek clarity in all the communications between yourself and others in your life. Perhaps you need to call someone or write a letter. Do you need to connect with someone you haven't talked to in a while? Do you need to clarify something that remains cloudy between you and another? Drawing this marker indicates that it's timely to do so, for communication at this moment is highlighted in all areas of your life. This card notes that communication is not just between human beings. Your spirit guides, angels, and others help on your path are always trying to get your attention. Are you open to their messages? Ask and you will know, look and you will see, listen and you will hear, sense and you will feel. Communication is not just about talking at something or someone. In Avalon, the sacred wisdom is gained by developing receptivity and learning to listen. So there you have it. So here we go. Yeah, keep breathing. So what I'm going to teach everybody is something I learned from a few people along the way, and I just mixed it up and all into myself. It's not really a meditation. So when you feel like you're losing your crap, okay, and you're getting into an emotional place where you feel like you're can't sort yourself out, I'm going to let you focus on this painting because this is how I talk to everybody. This is what I'm going to do with my kids later. We're going to start doing a painting similar to this one. So, all right, let's focus on that. This is what we're all focusing on. So, if we just sit as straight as we can with our feet firmly on the ground. Everybody doing that? Everyone? Okay. I like to put my hands like this on my legs, like they're two little, like I'm rubbing, I rub my knees, like the top of my knees like this. So that's what I'm doing. So what I do is I send some energy into my knees and give them some receptivity for what I'm about to make them do, my legs, okay? So when I'm sitting on my chair, I usually close my eyes and I take a few where I'm breathing in through my nose and letting it out through my mouth and doing it as deeply and fully as you can and to be present. And then what I ask myself to do is I ask the top of my head to have a balloon on it. I'll show you. So what I do to that is I tie a little balloon right here to the top of my head. Just pull my hair a little bit. If you don't have hair, you can rub your little scalp right there. And so it's at the top of your head. And I ask my spirits to send the messages into the little balloon while I'm going to be connecting, okay? So I sit and I think about my feet having these long, long, long tree trunks come down in these tree branches. So these are my knees right here. And I know that underneath these are big, huge roots that are being planted and crawling out through the ground everywhere, searching out new life, like those big walking trees in some of the movies we've seen. So what I ask my body to do is take my thoughts that are in my heart and put them up into that balloon. So if I have any questions here about what's going on in my own intuition, I ask them to put them in my balloon. And that's how you contact your spirit, is because your spirit guides will put those messages into your heart first. And then if you're asking them to put them into your thoughts, it kind of works through a natural flow. So we've been taught negative words, so we have to reteach ourselves positive words. So yesterday when I recorded the sapling, if you hadn't watched that, it's all about replacing words. Instead of the I can't, it's I am. I am light. I am love. I am grounded. I am safe. I am protected. I am loved. I love myself. I love others. I am of love. I am of light. If you keep repeating those words in that mantra, of just those simple phrases, if you just write down, I am love, I am light, I am Raven, I love myself, I love Raven, however you want to frame that. So you've put yourself into this magical tree of life. And all these other people that are in this tree of life are all of us. That's how I've done this painting. I'm connecting all of us in this magical tree of life. But we are all individually a tree of life. So when we connect ourselves and ground ourselves, and walking barefoot outside totally helps. So if you can't walk barefoot outside, go have a temper tantrum. If you have just too much energy where you're like, woo, go outside, or you can do these. I tap myself, or like I said, I rub my legs to keep myself calm because I have so much energy sometimes I don't know what to do with myself, where I'm running around in my apartment like a crazy person. So if you keep grounding yourself and centering it and asking spirit to take your thoughts from your heart and put it into your head, it becomes easier. And is this a good thought? Is this not a good thought? I don't want any bad thoughts. Push it away. So I just keep pushing myself back into my energy tree of love and light and grounding. So when I'm outside walking, and walking is so important, do walking meditations. Some people go, I don't know how to meditate. You don't have to know how to meditate. Connecting outside by just, I don't need that energy. We are vessels, ships, those energy bursts that come through us, whether they're good or bad, we're just experiencing them in this biological entity. So we don't want to let the shit suits attach to us anymore. And we want to keep connecting to the higher self. So it is really a conscious decision to be present, and being present and grateful. Grateful, gratitude. I am grateful. I am grateful. So when we're practicing that, it becomes so much easier. So much easier. So that's all I do, and that's what I practice. It's freezing cold here. We got a foot of snow still on the ground in places. It rained. We had a big windstorm here this morning. It's now blue skies outside. I went for a really nice walk with my youngest son yesterday and talked about some really great, interesting things. And I said, we need to get out for walks more. Like you and I, we live in the same apartment building. You're not working. No, there's no excuse. Let's just go for a walk. And he's like, yeah, that's exactly it. So while I was out walking yesterday, magpies everywhere, boing, 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 present, birds everywhere, present, present, present. So I feel like now I have to read you what magpie totem medicine means, because they were telling me all these signals. Might help some of you, might not, who knows. So, oh, and I was going to tell you some good news too in a second. Just wait a second. I feel like I need some music. And if you haven't started using brave.com browser, please do. So Magpie Totem is a good luck symbol that indicates joy, love, and lasting fortune. It can also signify trickery and deception. So no, it's about taking risk and the Eastern communities. So there you have it, simple. It empowers you to evaluate what you hold truly dear. It lets you see the beliefs that stand in your path of progress, kind of like what we just talked about. So yay. But anyways, so that's all I have to say for today, for now. I wish you light and love on your journey, no matter where you are on this planet. Hopefully we can do a little bit of painting later on, and get, if I could just keep talking about artwork, maybe I'll last longer here on this station, right? Oh, that's what I was going to say, my big announcement. I will be making another Telegram public channel. Okay, this is just going to be a public channel. I have to do it later on today. But are you ready for this, you guys? What you've all been waiting for. Are you ready? It's going to be the Raven Moonstone Charts channel. Nothing but my writing in pictures, in charts, on a channel. So I'll drop the link in my Raven Moonstone art on Telegram, and then also on my redpillraven.com group chat. There's a lot of people in there. And if you haven't been in that group chat, there's a lot of great information in there. So thank you very much today. And yes, you're all excited about it, right? Yay. So you can see all the charts that I do, and some of them, like, you're just going to have to muddle through putting them together in some fashion. But I wanted to share it all with you for free. And yeah, so we'll just figure out the other stuff later on. But give me a few days, because I'm going to try and do it off my laptop here. And because I have all of the first ones, as Holly Allen helped me put them on a memory stick. So I have a lot of information to share. So yay. Thank you, Kiwi Boy. I appreciate it. Yes, making your homework tree today. Yay, 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 yay. So everybody stay in your highest of light and love. And I've enjoyed every second that I've talked to you. Should something happen to this channel, you know where to find me on Telegram. And I will always be Raven Moonstone Art somewhere. Yes, so I won't be doing it on Rumble because I heard that's going to get pulled too. So there's a lot of things that are getting pulled from a lot of places. So anybody with Apple iPhones, please go to your Google Play settings or whatever it is, your Apple iPhone settings, and remove the auto uploads on your whole phones. Everybody should do that anyways. So I love you very much. Thank you very much for tuning in. Light and love, and take care of yourself. I did episode 2 of the sapling. And if adults want to go tune in, that may help you with your meditations too. If that's all you're doing is journaling some awesome stuff about who you are, that'll help you stay grounded as well. So I know they're talking about taking down Telegram too, but I don't know. I think it's one of the most stable ones that we have going, other than Gab. And I haven't been able to download anything on Gab yet. So just because it's backlogged from the servers. So I'll be where I'll be, and hopefully they'll just see me painting on this channel and they'll just leave me alone. So I've tried to use these to combat a lot of shit, a lot of censorship. So thank you very much, you guys. Have a great day.